Yeah, move your truck. You're gonna get your truck towed. Parked the wrong way.
What are you gonna do about it?
Get you towed?
Go for it.
All right. You work for the man, huh? You're protected, huh? Protected by the police?
You're doing too. Get the fuck out of my face.
I ain't got to get out of your face.
Get out of my
You're
face.
the one that walked up to me. Don't touch me, sir. Get the fuck. Don't you fucking touch me, dude. Them guys didn't want me there at all.
Now, in this case, I'm not asking that anybody be arrested because, to be very blunt, like I alluded to previously, I don't think that either party on either side acted appropriately given the totality of this incident.
What did I do wrong?
Well, I mean, if you want to get in the weeds, number one, my view is that they can make a legitimate claim for a stalking case given that you went back the third time to video them. Now,
is that illegal?
And I agree with you that videoing on a public street in of itself is not illegal. However, the stalking statute, just off the top of my head, if you can show that there is a course of conduct with the intent to harass or annoy somebody that does not serve a legitimate purpose, that would technically be stalking. The other thing is that you had said to the officer, and you had said in your own video that you never threw a punch. That is patently untrue. The video from the business shows you throwing multiple punches, and then the people across the street said that you threw punches as well. And so now, I realize, and this is something that I did take into strong consideration, was that you're there by yourself and there's three of them. Make sense?
Yep.
But, from what I've seen, there's a little chest bump in its beginning there, okay? And then this Kevin guy, the guy in the red hat, the tow truck driver, yeah, he kind of swipes at your hand, which I'm assuming that's where you had the video camera, the hand you had the video camera in. But then from the video, it looks like you make the first physical movement in terms of like a punch or a push. And then from there, you definitely throw some punches. And then from what the witnesses say, that when you and the younger guy were on the ground, their view of it is that you were the aggressor and that you were punching him multiple times. And so now, I take into consideration the other part of it, though, is that, they were punching too, and they were probably throwing some kicks too at you. I would not say that's not the case. But when you look at the totality of this event, basically, what do I have here? Okay? Let's say I arrest these guys for an assault. The video shows you throwing out a left hand at this Kevin guy, and then you throw multiple punches, which is not consistent with what you told Officer Baxter, that you never threw a punch. Well, then these guys are going to come back and say, well, wait a minute, this guy's coming to a place of business, albeit you're in the roadway, but we believe that he is there to antagonize us and to harass us. And then they can point to a number of different variables in the case file and say, that shows your intent, or what we call legally your mens rea. That this wasn't you just being a journalist. You are there because you're angry, you're frustrated, you want to antagonize these things. And truthfully, Brian, you kind of have a history of this going down to Arizona. Okay? And all that would be brought up as part of this. So again, I looked at that balancing act here. What do I got here? I got an incident where these guys made arguable criminal claims that you're stalking these guys, trying to harass them. Over here, I would admit that, you don't want to have a 2-on-1 fight situation, but you were part of that fight situation. You were throwing punches too. And in fact, the video appears to show that you threw the first punch. Well, that's a caveat that from what I've seen, there was some chest bumping and then the Kevin guy swiped at your hand. But that wasn't a punch.
At what point am I allowed to defend myself then?
You can defend yourself at any point when you have a person who is causing you or presenting imminent bodily you feel that it is imminent that this person is going to harm you. You can defend yourself, okay?
You don't think that they were trying to harm me?
It appears to me, objectively, they just simply wanted you to leave.
And you don't think that they assaulted me? They assaulted and battered me?
I think that both parties assaulted the other.
So what do you call a chest bump and pushing and shoving and hitting my camera? Is that assault or is that assault and battery? I can't defend myself or any of that?
You can, but you threw the first punch. Agree or disagree?
I'm talking about before that when they were pushing and shoving me and hitting my camera and I was outnumbered. Am I not allowed to defend myself?
You can.
Okay, then why are you asking about if I threw a punch? What does it even matter if I'm defending myself?
Well, it matters to the facts of the case.
That they were the aggressors and I defended myself?
Well, no, what it matters is that you lied.
I did not lie.
You lied to the police officer. You said that you never threw a punch.
I don't remember throwing a punch.
Clearly shows that being the case that you did.
I don't remember throwing a punch.
Well, it's on video, and I have 2 independent witnesses saying you did.
Okay, so why don't you charge me with false report then?
What I'm trying to do here, Brian, is that I'm trying to use some good faith discretion.
Mm-hmm.
And understand, I have been here a really long time, and I have investigated thousands of cases. One thing that I try to do is that I try to use good faith and discretion in some common sense and deciding how should this incident be handled, okay? And right now what I'm telling you is that the most objective and the most reasonable thing to do here, given the totality of everything I have here, is say, hey, nobody's going to jail based upon me asking that a case be presented to the state's attorney's office. I'm trying to use some sound judgment here, that's all.
So you think journalism is stalking, right?
So now you're getting way down into the weeds.
Well, you're saying I broke the law. You said I stalked them, but what I was doing was a First Amendment protected activity, and you cannot criminalize a First Amendment protected activity.
Brian, I didn't say you broke the law.
You said I was stalking.
Make a very strong argument that you did.
Okay. So I asked you, when did I break the law? At what point did I break the law?
That it could make a very strong argument that the third time that you went back to video them, that it wasn't for journalistic purposes.
And you agree with that?
To antagonize. I can't dispute it one way or the other.
I'm a journalist.
Well,
you don't understand what journalism is, and it's different from stalking.
I guess I don't.
Okay.
So, but anyway, Brian, it's obvious that the answers that I provide to you are not going to, that you're not going to be agreeable to the decision, and sometimes that's the way it is. But I do want to leave you with the impression that, when I receive a case, and I know from your video, you don't like us very much.
I don't know why you would say that.
Well, you said that we're biased against you.
Well, that means that you don't like me. It doesn't mean that I don't like you.
Okay. Well, that's what I inferred. But, so here's where we're at, is that objectively going into this, if it was clear and unambiguous that you had been assaulted, and there was no variables that would hinder that, I'd send the case over to the state's attorney's office. The problem is that it is not unambiguous. This event is very ambiguous, very, very messy, very, very difficult for me to sit here and ask, given what I know about this case, to present it to the state's attorney's office and saying that I can show that Brian Hyder was assaulted, and legally it's clear and it's compelling and it's convincing, and there are no variables that would hinder that process.
So you feel like they have the right to assault me because I was standing in the street supposedly stalking them? Even if I was stalking them, you still wouldn't arrest them for assault for what they done to me?
The problem is this, is you threw the first punch, Brian.
I was defending myself.
Okay. But if a guy pushes your hand away, then you can make the case, is that an assault? Sure. You can make an argument, but then when you throw the first punch and then you lie to the police officer about it, how do I present you as a victim in this case as being truthful?
So you found one thing that I did not remember about that incident, and you say I lied about it.
I find it very difficult to believe that you would remember throwing punches.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. That's just the truth.
Well, I don't retain everything, and it was a pretty aggravating situation, and they're the ones that turned my camera off, or else I would have documented the entire thing.
Okay. Well, there was video surveillance of the event, and then there was 2 witnesses who observed it as well, so.
But I'll never get to see that evidence, right?
Okay. Well, unless you get our administration to allow you to see it, no.
Okay.
I can't give it to you.
Can I get that number one more time?
I'm allowed to.
And the contact info?
You can call it to Police Administration at 394-4130.
Okay. And who do I speak to?
Well, I would assume that you would just ask for either the assistant chief or the chief.
Okay. All right. I guess, what is your phone number and name again so I can contact you if I need to get a hold of you again?
Sure. My first name is Steve.
All right.
Last name is N-E-A, V as in Victor, I-L-L.
All
I'm a
right.
detective here at the police department. I investigate violent crimes. Number's 394-4134.
Okay. So if I want those records, then I got to call the chief?
Well, probably if you want records, you can make a request to the records supervisor at the same number, the 4130 number. But if you're asking for evidence, like the videos and things, that would probably most appropriately be handled through either the assistant chiefs or the chief's office.
What's the difference between records and evidence?
Well, because the records supervisor only deals with records, the written reports that we handle and the documents that come in, part of, taking reports or the officers writing reports, that kind of thing. But if you actually want physical evidence in regards to an alleged event, that is something that would have to be dealt with at the administrative level, through the assistant chief or the chief's office. The record supervisor, if you request, hey, can I have a copy of a video or see a piece of physical evidence, that's something that would have to be handled through the assistant chief or the chief's office.
All right.
But Jenny, the record supervisor, she typically takes any written record or written report request, and then she decides through the policies and procedures if that's something that she is willing to provide.
Okay. All right. Well, I have your number if I have any more questions. I don't think I...
And I want you to understand, though, Brian, I don't know you, okay?
Sure.
And I want this clear. When I present a case for prosecution to the state's attorney's office, remember, it's not just what you say happened, it's also what I am saying to the prosecutor that I can clearly and unambiguously say to you as the prosecutor, you have a victim here of a crime, and there are no variables or problems with this case in terms of presenting it to prosecution, and that I professionally feel that I am comfortable doing that.
Okay.
That's where we're running into a problem. You got to remember, there is an ethic here, okay?
The problem is you don't understand journalism from harassment.
I've never been a journalist, so I know nothing about journalism.
Do you know anything about the First Amendment, freedom of press?
Oh, I've read through it once or twice.
All right. Well, that's what I was engaged in, a First Amendment protected activity.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
All right, Brian, if you have any questions, you can call me anytime. I'm happy to speak to you about it, okay?
All righty.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Yep, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. May 1st, 12:15 p.m. I've been waiting a few weeks for this program here. South Dakota State Bar was advertising here on their page. I guess once every year they give free legal advice. And I tried calling it and it says that they're closed. Oh, they got this big advertisement page on the benefits of the community and stuff, you know, to give free legal advice to those that are in need, that can't afford lawyers. So this is their advertisement page. This is statebarsouthDakota.com /page/public service. Veteran Legal Clinics, Project Destination. This is all the hype where they say it's all good for the community and how the South Dakota cares about everybody. Law Day. President Dwight Eisenhower established the first Law Day in 1958 to mark the nation's commitment to the rule of law. In 1961, Congress issued a joint resolution designating May 1st as the official date for celebrating Law Day, which is subsequently codified U.S. Code Title 36, Section 113. Every president since then has issued a Law Day proclamation on May 1st to celebrate the nation's commitment to the rule of law. Each year, the American Bar Association designates a new theme to celebrate law in our country and to highlight the importance of our legal system. The State Bar of the South Dakota joins various local bars, businesses, schools, and other organizations in conducting programs associated with improving the public's understanding of our justice systems and the rule of law. To learn more about Law Day and what you can do to be involved, please visit the American Bar Association website. Law Day. I didn't even read that before. I had no idea that this was Law Day, and I didn't know why they picked May and whatnot. I didn't know why they did all this, but that's very interesting. So this is the East River number, and I'll try the other one also.
The Ask a Lawyer program is currently closed.
Yep, that's what I got a minute ago. So now what I'm gonna do is call this other one, and all that one did is just ring and ring and ring. So let me try it anyways. And I don't know why my phone's not acting right. Okay, alright, so the other number, the West River, 1-877-229-2214.
All circuits are busy. Please try your call again later. Announcement 8, switch 528-2.
Yeah, that's that. I guess they don't care about educating the public about their rights on Law Day. Thanks, South Dakota.